Welcome to this week's edition of Where's Roberta from beautiful La Jolla, California. We're actually atop Mount Soledad, home of the Mount Soledad National Veterans Memorial, and we'll talk about what they offer here that you will not find at any other memorial. Also, how about fine dining? We'll take you to the most romantic rooftop restaurant in all of San Diego. And let's play ball. It's baseball season, and we go on a tour of Petco Park, home of your San Diego Padres. Let's start with San Diego. I mean, who doesn't love San Diego? I have a very soft spot in my heart for this Southern California playground, and that's because I have history. I attended San Diego State University back in
Hell, just say it.
Okay, I attended San Diego State University and a very proud Aztec back in
1852.
No! Stop it. You gotta remember, I graduated from high school early and I left for college early, okay?
Okay, so what year?
That was back in
Okay, that's it. I'm taking that button away from you. Give it to me.
San Diego is located just about 500 miles from the San Francisco Bay Area, as the crow flies, or roughly about, let's say, an hour 20 minutes from Oakland International Airport, and it is considered one of the top weekend getaways for Bay Area residents. It is on the gorgeous Southern California coast, about 120 miles south of Los Angeles, or just a 2-hour fun Amtrak train ride away.
Choo-choo!
Did I mention that I met 4 of my new BFFs on that train ride?
Cause there was a liquor cart, huh?
There was.
Yeah.
There really was. It was fun.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's some really great views in this city that all visitors should try to see. Some are obvious, some are less obvious. The most obvious might be Cabrillo National Monument. Mount Soledad's another great one. There's a memorial up there, War Memorial. Cave Sessions Park, a little less well known, but a beautiful view from there. And Mr. A's, of course, is another romantic, beautiful 360 panoramic view of the city that's set back from the skyline, so you get a real nice perspective. Down on the water, I'd say Costera or someplace on Shelter or Harbor Island looking back at the city. Those are some really neat and interesting places to visit.
Sure, there is the beach, but there's a whole lot more, from food to history, romantic dining, and San Diego Classic Museums. The San Diego History Museum offers so much eye candy for everyone in the family, from monthly treats of special exhibits like From Women's Fashion and How It Has Evolved, to Old-Time Aviation, Staples of History, which is a remarkable story. It all unfolds at the San Diego Air and Space Museum. Check this out, this is so cool. Astronaut Neil Armstrong's actual spacesuit.
Oh, yeah, he did the moonwalk.
No, that would be Michael Jackson. This is the dude that actually was the first person, actually a hero, to walk on the moon.
Oh, he walked on the moon.
He walked on the moon. But speaking of walking and rocking, check out the Apollo moon rocks.
Not to be confused with the moonwalk.
Okay, you're working with me now.
Yeah.
The museum's display of winged aircraft to historic helicopters take you on a journey to soar with the American dream, conquering the universal unknown. Out of the air to firm feet on the ground. Well, kind of, sort of. This next story is not for the faint of heart. We're here at San Diego Harbor, and we're getting ready to get on that right there. See that beautiful boat? That is called the Patriot. It's part of the flagship cruise line. We're not going to just go for some smooth little cruise along San Diego Harbor. Oh no, we're in store for one thrilling, bumpy ride. Climb aboard the Patriot. It's a jet boat for the most thrilling ride in all of San Diego Bay, and see some of the most scenic spots. And oh yeah, I felt the wind on my face as we ripped through waves at speeds upwards to 50 miles per hour while listening to some jamming rock and roll music. And plan to get wet.
It is awesome. It was a great time.
What was your favorite part?
When we'd get really fast sideways into the waves, and then it would switch the other direction really fast, and everyone freaked out.
What made you want to do this today?
I was just here with my friends and thought it'd be a fun time.
And what was the best part?
I like the donuts.
The donuts
They're really fast stops and then spins. That's a lot of fun.
But if this is not your speed, how about a slower paced view of San Diego from the water? Enjoy San Diego's scenic beauty and fascinating history aboard the Flagship Harbor Tour. Flagship tours offer fun for the whole family. Choose a 1 or 2 hour tour. It's a modern yacht with comfortable amenities and spacious indoor and outdoor seating. Onboard snacks are always available, plus the views of a lifetime. A stroll around the waterfront is eye candy, but who would ever think that a couple of turns on a boat... Did I say eye candy earlier in the show?
You said eye candy already. Rerat.
A stroll around the waterfront is certainly fun, but who would ever think that after a couple of turns on a boat that I would actually be hungry?
Of course you would.
Yeah, you think I would be seasick, but no, I was hungry. So, decisions. The most popular deli in La Jolla, should we go there? Or the most popular Mexican restaurant in my favorite Old Town? Or how about the most romantic rooftop restaurant in all of downtown San Diego? What do you think?
Whatever serves the most food.
Well, how about this? The delicious treat is served up next, but first, is San Diego referred to as A, America's finest city, B, America's healthy city, or C, America's best-looking residents?
Who has time to figure all this out?
What, America's best-looking residents? I mean, obviously the same people who judge Miss America, okay? Well, grab a treat, sit back, relax. We'll be right back with the answer. And where's Roberta after this?
J.D. Power ranked us #1 in customer satisfaction. While we're honored, we don't do it for the awards. We do it for you. We have low fares on over 4,000 daily flights on average to 100 destinations, just so we're ready to go when you are. Everything we do is done with you in mind. But hey, if they want to reward us for rewarding you, we won't stop them. Putting people first. That's transparency.
Welcome back to Where's Roberta? We last left you with this. Is San Diego referred to as America's finest city, America's healthiest city, or America's best-looking residents? The answer is America's finest city.
I can believe that for sure.
Yeah, it is a very fine city.
You just said that.
You're actually listening? Mount Soledad is straddled along the beautiful coastal area of Pacific Beach and La Jolla, which is a hilly seaside and affluent community within the city of San Diego. For the 10 years that I lived in San Diego, I embraced the crucifix, the cross on the top of Mount Soledad, but I never really understood why it was there or the years of controversy.
Well, that cross was constructed in 1954 to honor the Korean War veterans, and that's the cross that a few people tried to have removed for over 25 years because the memorial was sitting on government property, Department of Defense. So finally, a year ago, last July, the Mount Soledad Memorial Association bought the land that this memorial is sitting on, paid almost $1.4 million for it. So now the memorial sits on private property, so the cross issue is a dead issue. The cross will never go anywhere.
So again, this is the only memorial in the entire country for living and deceased. So you have a plaque here?
I do, and we go all the way back to the Revolutionary War, all the way through the present wars and conflicts.
So my father served in the Air Force. He'd have this opportunity? He's now no longer.
The only requirement for a plaque to be placed up here, the veteran has to be an honorably discharged vet. Honorable discharge, that's all it takes.
That's all? Then he's eligible.
And of course he is.
Just a beautiful slide down the mountain and into the community of La Jolla is Gerard's Deli. Upon arriving at Gerard's, I really thought a sandwich is just a sandwich. But when you see the huge lines of people and hear their thoughts...
This restaurant is fresh food made here. You can come in and you'll have a display of different foods, everything from all over the world, made fresh, and you don't know what you're going to get.
Oh, I think, the food is just always fantastic. The prices are reasonable. I mean, the two of us got this wonderful lunch for $23. We can't beat that anywhere in La Jolla.
And so many people love visiting you.
We have lots of visitors from San Francisco, too, who, when they come to La Jolla, this is their first stop.
And Francois, tell me about your gourmet restaurant.
Well, I've been here 31 years in La Jolla on this jewel, and I've been making food every day, and I call it feeding people business. So I got a little farm, and I'm now growing things, and I have a lot of fruit trees, and I go there, bring back the eggs and the fruits and the veggies, and we continue cooking.
And I've been coming here close to 30 years. And Francois and Diana, I know every restaurant in San Diego, and this is a hidden treasure. And I judge a restaurant by the bread and the soup. They're both art forms. And this is an example of, he's a master pastry, and their food is exceptional, and their price point is so reasonable.
After an exceptional bite to eat, let's go ahead and hit the ballpark. I know what you're thinking, I'm a traitor, but you need to understand, as a college student and working TV and radio in San Diego, I can still name the 1984 championship Padre team. But, okay, let's not go there. Welcome to Petco Park in San Diego. It was built in 2004 in downtown San Diego, and it seats about 42,000 people. Many of us from the Bay Area compare it with AT&T Park because it's just so darn intimate. Next stop, right there, Western Metal Supply Company. The park offers stunning views of San Diego Bay and its skyline. I love baseball, no doubt about it. No, I'm obsessed with it. So I want to show you the beauty of this park. Besides amazing food and views, Petco Park is truly compared to AT&T Park. In fact, it's fondly called AT&T Park South. But how about this? On this gorgeous day, we have now moved from literally one of the lowest locations of Petco Park to one of the highest. We're now atop Western Metal Supply Company. Now, this building has an interesting story. They had to pick up and slightly move this building so they can build the baseball park around it. Thinking about a fun weekend away, how about thinking about this? A Padres game against one of our Bay Area teams and a night on the town.
Wait a minute, if I'm the correct caller, then I get to win some tickets?
No.
Oh.
I was just merely throwing out some suggestions for a fun date night. Coming up next, the most romantic rooftop restaurant in all of San Diego. And from a little romancing to, how about some fun tortilla making at my favorite Mexican restaurant in Old Town? But first, what is the San Diego mascot from my college days? Is it A, San Diego Torero, B, San Diego Aztec, or C, San Diego King Triton?
Or D, dinosaur?
Okay, that's enough. That is just over the line. The answer is coming up when we come back with Where's Roberta?
Mexico Lindo Cantina and Restaurant in Pleasanton is a must-go for food and fun. Enjoy the sprawling space with a family-friendly vibe featuring generous portions of Mexican bold flavors. The traditional menu features generous sizes of favorite cuisines. Kick it up a notch with margaritas in the lively cantina, which is perfect for game time. It's popular during any regular season and playoff action. Mexico Lindo Cantina and Restaurant. Taste the boldness. Experience the fun.
Welcome back to Where's Roberta? What is the name of the San Diego mascot from my old college?
Dinosaur.
No.
No!
Is it A, San Diego Torero?
No.
Is it B, San Diego Aztec? Or is it C, San Diego King Triton?
No!
Well, the San Diego Torero is from the University of San Diego, while the King Triton represents the University of California of San Diego. So it is the proud Aztec of San Diego State University, which I hold very close to my heart.
And with the fossils.
Get out. Just get out. Welcome to the San Diego Botanic Garden, located in beautiful Balboa Park, one of my favorite places on earth. Now, the San Diego Botanic Garden consists of 37 acres, so consider this. When it's that large, you need more than a day to explore. It's open 364 days a year, only closed on Christmas Day, and boy, does it boast a number of gardens. From Australian gardens, African, bamboo, bird and butterfly garden, and of course the California Gardenscapes, which discovered the beauty and water smart value of our California native plants for local gardens and landscapes. There are places for the kids to play and learn as well. This is the San Diego Botanic Garden in Balboa Park. And a little bit of a jog down the road is where you will find the most romantic rooftop restaurant in all of San Diego. And I have been coming here for years. But never before have I seen such a progressive menu yet. And boy, was it delicious. We are here at Mr. A's restaurant in downtown San Diego. It's been here for 53 years, considered the most elite romantic rooftop restaurant. Where else can you come here and wine and dine and watch airplanes land and take off? I got to tell you, I've been coming here since the early 80s when I had one of my very first dates ever here. So this is always amazing to me. But I think a lot of people have that kind of experience.
We do. We've got people who haven't been here since the prom days, and you can tell it's been a couple days since the prom. It wasn't that year.
The food was exquisite, but so are the views here. Is there any other restaurant in San Diego that is as romantic with the rooftop view as you have?
Not in my humble opinion. No. I mean, with our unobstructed view, it's fantastic. There are some really great restaurants here in San Diego that offer, dynamic dining and some great views as well. But for the combination of the unobstructed view, kind of midtown here, we're downtown, but we're not in downtown, so you have a view of the entire downtown skyline. We're up on the 12th floor, so it's not the waterfront view, which can be nice as well, but we take it all in up here. And we've got, we've got the flight path and the planes, which are an unending source of amazement for people. That we've had planes in the as a common thing for all these decades, but still people are just children when they see them fly by. It's like, wow. The local restaurant scene is fantastic. It is dynamic again, and they keep on pushing the envelope, and we're right there pushing it along with them and expanding as well. So with what we offer in terms of service, the dining standards, the views, the history, and the dedication to the top-notch quality, and changing the menus constantly, almost too constantly, it's tough to beat.
Try this on for size. This is portobello mushroom, jicama, ceviche, and an avocado mousse. I think I know why they call this a romantic place. You get all this food and you feel in the mood for love.
Absolutely, it's beautiful.
Oh, good. You brought some leftovers for me. All right. Did they let you take the doggy bag on the plane?
Oh, in a place like this? And you know me? Leftovers? What leftovers? You mean doggy bag? There's no bag for any doggy around here. Food, friends, views, and 5 decades of fine dining. It's Mr. A's in San Diego. Coming up next, dancing with the mariachis. But first, my favorite part of the show, it is time for trivia. The first person to drive across the landmark San Diego Coronado Bridge, which opened before Brian was born in 1969.
But not before you.
Well, anyway, that bridge connects downtown San Diego with Coronado. Who was that person? A. Sally Ride.
Oh, the first female astronaut
to go into
probably outer space.
Okay, so obviously she knew how to drive, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. B. Ray Kroc.
Oh, yeah, the former or the founder of McDonald's.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. And C. And he also owned the San Diego Padres, by the way.
Oh, well, there you have it.
Okay. Or C. Ronald Reagan.
Governor, actor, president.
Okay, we had 3 great choices here. I know I'm going to stump my chump over here. Meanwhile, you think about it, and we'll be right back.
Fly non-stop from Oakland International Airport to London. Norwegian offers award-winning service and great low fares. Fly on new Boeing 787 Dreamliners. Fares from just $165 each way. Book today at norwegian.com.
Welcome back to Where's Roberta? The answer to our trivia question. Okay.
Waiting for the answer.
Who was the first person to drive across the San Diego Bridge to Coronado? Was it A. Sally Ride?
No. Oh.
How about B. Ray Kroc?
No.
That's a crock.
And C. Ronald Reagan. Yes, it was Ronald Reagan because he was the governor of the state of California at the time, so he got the big honor. This is a really fun time to feature Old Town in San Diego because honestly, I do know this is one of Brian's favorite parts of all of San Diego.
Totally.
It's the historic heart of the area. Created back in 1769, Old Town San Diego was California's very first settlement with only a mission and a fort. You can still wander through the many specialty shops for treasures from around the world, indulge in authentic Mexican food from one of the many restaurants, which leads me to my favorite Mexican restaurant in San Diego, Guadalajara and Old Town.
It's really has a magic because when you come over, you transport yourself in the early 800s in California when people likes to be nearby to a pepper tree.
Okay, so I'll say one word and then you tell me what you think. The word is enchilada.
Oh, hey, I want to play this. An enchilada. It's a rolled up taco.
No.
In Spanish, Asian, we call enchilada sauce.
Okay, here's another word. Carne asada.
Oh, that's easy. The world's best substitute for steak.
Carne asada. This is one of the main things that people love the carne asada because it's easy and flavorful.
Tequila shrimp.
Oh, yeah, that's when I take the shrimp and just dip it in my tequila.
No.
Lime, garlic, salt, and saute the shrimp, and then just soak in tequila, and the flavor comes up melting. Oh, and then put some cilantro or parsley either way.
And what's a Mexican restaurant without its signature mariachi band? And they had the best at Casa Guadalajara.
Hey, did you get to make any flour tortillas?
You know I love me some flour tortillas. I do, and I did.
Oh, there you are right there.
Watch this.
Yeah, it's not looking too good.
It's okay. It's okay. It's your first time, so there you go. There you go. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm eating my very first tortilla.
What type of tortilla you make?
Oh, mama. That's so good. That's so good.
Just a matter of baby steps away from Casa Guadalajara in Old Town is Bazaar del Mundo. Voted one of the best shopping destinations in the past 40 years, if you are in the mood for a delightful and different San Diego shopping experience, you must treat yourself to the Bazaar del Mundo shops for outstanding shopping in San Diego. It's a lively and colorful entry to San Diego's Old Town community. You got to think about Diane Powers. She's the one who locally owns and operates Bazaar del Mundo shops, and it captures all the warmth of old Mexico. Make it a point of visiting the Bazaar del Mundo shops the next time you are in sunny San Diego. The sights, sounds, shopping, and great dining are right next door and are nothing else like you'll ever experience.
We'll be right back.
Oh, yes, we will.
I just finished months of chemo, but I don't want to talk about months. I want to talk about years. Treatments have gotten better, so I'm hoping for good years ahead. That's thanks to research funded by the American Cancer Society. The same folks giving me free rides to treatments, insurance advice, and a place to stay during chemo. I need that stuff like you don't know. And now that you do, please give at cancer.org.
This is a super fun part of our program where we invite you to send us your vacation video. Let's take a look at this week's submission. Wasn't that terrific? We invite you to play along with us. Send us your vacation videos to robertagonzalezproductions.com. And by the way, while you're there, this is important. We support the American Cancer Society, and we hope you do too. Together, we can beat this disease. Check out the link on our website. And that does it for this week's edition of Where's Roberta from beautiful San Diego, California. Hey, see that guy right there? Mr. Padre, Mr. San Diego. That's Tony Gwynn, who I attended college with at San Diego State University way back in the day. Well, I loved Tony then, and I love all of you now. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We'll be back July 30th from an international city. And until then, everyone, take care of one another. Bye.
Fly non-stop from Oakland International Airport to London. Norwegian offers award-winning service and great low fares. Fly on new Boeing 787 Dreamliners. Fares from just $165 each way. Book today at norwegian.com.